I am a strong advocate for real sex education, not just that watered down heteronormative stuff that we learned in school that is often censored and riddled with judgment and stigma. The topic of sex education is more important than ever because a lot of people are getting their information online on social media. And these days, misinformation and censorship are making it harder and harder to find accurate, shame free resources. So, yes, if you are like a lot of us getting your information and content from social media, you have to be very careful with these platforms because they are increasingly biased and controlled by organizations that benefit from misinformation. And the algorithms that they control ultimately control what you see and don't see. I firmly believe that knowledge is power. And when we have the right information, we feel more confident in our sexuality. We make better, safer, more informed choices. And therefore, get to experience more pleasure and deeper connection, which is ultimately what we want. Now, something that I think I get into a little bit of hot water with is, we like to talk about topics that might be considered taboo or even in some cases illegal. Things like poppers or fetish and kink play or party and play or cruising in bathhouses and whatnot. And so people will say to me, well, if you're talking about it, you're advocating for it. And I vehemently disagree with this. Discussion does not equal endorsement. I want to put that out there from the beginning. Okay. Just because I'm talking about something does not mean I endorse it. It's really about giving people the knowledge to make informed choices because silence is the breeding ground for misinformation. And censoring these topics does not make them go away. It just means people are going to do them anyway, but do them without any guidance or accurate information. And that is, my friends, where the real harm happens, both physically to your body and emotionally to your mind and soul. Okay. So the only way to move past shame and stigma is to break the silence and talk openly about it without judgment. If you, listener, viewer, want to take this conversation to the next level and join me with a small group of guys, I invite you to join my sexual empowerment men's group. This is a men's group that I run once a year, every year. It's virtual. It runs 7 weeks. We are starting on April the 9th, and this podcast is being released on March 27th. So there's still about a week before we start. And what we do in those 7 weeks is similar to what Patrick and I are doing here. We're going to have honest, candid conversations about sex and sexuality. We're going to connect with each other. And in doing so, and having these conversations, the shame and the stigma melts away. It normalizes a lot of our challenges. We get to learn from each other's experiences. And it is a safe space to ask questions and get answers. No shame, no judgment, just real guys and real experiences. I cap it at 15 guys because I want it to be a nice, small, intimate space. It's a little bit better that way than having too many. And each week is a different topic. So we cover a lot of things, including sexual shame, body image, porn, masturbation, developing emotional intimacy and sexual intimacy, sexual health, and more. Each week, you get a little downloadable workbook, which you can bring to the session. So if you are one of those people who don't have people in your life who you can have these open, honest conversations with, where it doesn't turn sexual and it doesn't include shame or judgment, and it doesn't feel like you have to censor yourself, then this is for you. This is not a group where we are sexualizing our experience. We're just talking about sex, which is a different slice of things. Okay, because it's important to have these conversations without it necessarily having to turn into sex. So the link is in the show notes. And for my beautiful podcast listeners, if you're listening to my voice right now, you have an exclusive 25% off coupon for being a loyal listener to the show. That coupon code is in the show notes, so go get it, and you will automatically get 25% off the men's group.